Hello and welcome back. One of the most important aspects of a property management is finding tenants. And when you're looking for tenants, there are a few things you need to take into consideration. So basically what I'm going to show you here is how to advertise the property and how to take the photos and how to show it to them so it looks really tempting. And I'm also going to show you how to price your rooms and how to do the research about how much you can charge. Okay, so here is the first set of photos. This was one of my rent-to-rent properties, so I was able to do whatever I liked with it. And this beautiful outdoor area here was actually really cheap to set up. So if you can see these wardrobe doors, these are wardrobe doors. The landlord wanted to throw them because they've ordered a built-in wardrobe and the wardrobe didn't fit. And it wasn't very expensive. I think they had it from Gumtree or something like that. But it didn't fit in the room. So what I did, instead of having to hire someone to throw them away and pay them, I used these doors as objects of decoration in the garden. So they are sitting on the fence, and then as you can see next to each set of doors, there's a table and two chairs. And the table with two chairs is also, they're really cheap, and I had them from IKEA. I ordered them for about £35 or something ridiculously cheap like that. And the lights that you see on the background, they were purchased from Primark, and they are solar-based lights, so they turn on in the night, in the evening when it starts getting dark, and during the day they're charging, so you don't have to plug them or use any electricity for them. And it's a really smart idea. So if you have the opportunity to do that, look how romantic it looks. And also I want you to look at the way the picture is taken and the way everything is set up. Look at the symmetry. See, there's two sets of doors, there's two sets of tables, and there's two sets of chairs for each table. So there's symmetry everywhere. And that is important for a photo. If you have the choice, you should do that. Even in a bedroom. If you look at this bedroom here, on the bottom, this one doesn't have any symmetry. The way you could create symmetry here is by putting some lamps here or putting some nightstands on one side and the other, but there was not much space here for that. So this is asymmetric, but it's still nice. And what you can see here, the decoration objects, where the things that draw attention to the picture are the red carpet. So this red carpet I actually purchased. It was really cheap, and I used it for several photos. I'm going to show you the kitchen in the next slide, and you're going to see the carpet again in the kitchen. So this is called staging, and I've used the carpet in two photos to stage it for two different locations, because people are visual creatures. When you ask someone out, you ask them because you like the way they look. When you purchase a book, sometimes you buy it because you like the cover, or a website, when you read it because you like the way it looks. So this is how people are with rooms as well. If they look pretty, they're going to be much more inclined to click on that. Okay, and look at this bed. So this is one of the wooden beds that I bought. I have mentioned to you in the previous video about the furniture, and after that I've also mentioned that one of the tenants broke a bed like this, so I was suggesting that maybe you want to get a metal framed one, but you know, wooden one works as well. Just buy a simple one, either buy a gray one or a white one or something like that. And then these light fixtures, these are really cheap as well. It was like 10 or 15 pounds one of them for IKEA, and they're beautiful. They give such an interesting look to the house. Okay, let's look at this. So here's what I was talking about. Look at these light fixtures in the kitchen. Symmetry. You have one here and one here. And look at the carpet. So the carpet draws the eyes of the person who's looking. They're looking towards the kitchen, and then they can look at the whole picture, and they look at the symmetry, and there's this side and this side as well. So this is not a professional picture. I actually took that myself, but I made sure that the kitchen was clean and the carpet was there, and I had that aspect of symmetry. So the carpet was in the center and the lights were in the center. Another good trick is make sure you go towards the evening when you can turn the lights on and the lights can actually pop. Because if you go in a day when it's really sunny, you don't have many of those days in the UK, but if you go in one of those days when it's really sunny, if you turn the light on, you're not gonna see the effect of the light too much. But if you look at this picture, the light makes everything so beautiful. It highlights the carpet and it highlights the light fixtures as well. So it's really nice. And it wasn't expensive. The carpet was really cheap, and the light fixtures as well. And the kitchen is just a normal kitchen. If you look at the furniture, it's not new, there's nothing special about it, but just because I put those few things here, the decoration, it made a huge difference. That's why I was explaining to you in the previous section that you should have decoration objects. And when I say decoration objects, I don't mean just paintings. Focus on light fixtures. Unless you have something like this. If your flat has something like this, you can't do much about light fixtures, but you could buy maybe like a lamp, a side lamp, that could work in a bedroom. If you look at this bedroom here, I was mentioning to you that maybe getting a desk would be good, you know. So here, if this mirror wasn't here, you could have potentially gotten a desk. But yeah, it's your choice. Sometimes it makes the room look more cramped up. Okay, and moving here to the second picture of this bedroom, this loft bedroom, you can see again the symmetry. You see the symmetry on this side, and on this side you have the two lamps. That actually these ones didn't work, because if they worked, I think one of them was working and one of them didn't. And this is how I got the house, and it was really difficult to get it fixed. So I prefer to leave them with the light off, but in a perfect scenario where these lamps actually work, you would switch the light on there as well, because that's really important and it makes it look so beautiful. But right now you also have these lights on the top that make it look really nice as well. So you have this symmetry, and this always makes everything look nice. See, look, so this line here is the center line, and it's kind of aligned with this, and it has two halves that look the same. And this is really really good principle of photography and of furnishing as well. And even the painting, famous paintings and everything, they have an aspect of symmetry that is associated with beauty. The most beautiful people are the ones who have symmetrical faces. Our faces are not always symmetrical. If you cover your right side of your face and you look in the mirror, or your left side, you will see that they don't always look symmetrical, like 100% symmetrical. And the people that are considered the most beautiful are the ones that have the most symmetrical features. So it's important. Symmetry is important, and it's perceived as beauty by everyone, sometimes on a subconscious level. Okay, and so this is what I wanted to show you about the furnishing. Okay, so this is what you want to have in your ad. At some point in here, I don't know, you can't see it here, there was even a dartboard. So I was thinking, the way I was thinking about it was, if people gather in the garden or in the outdoor area and they play darts, they become friends, they become close to each other, and once they have this community or like a family of them of their own, when they live together and they get along with each other, they're not going to move as fast as they would move if they live in a place where they don't like their other tenants they live with. So liking your flatmates is important, and sometimes you can create little things they can do together to do kind of like team building. Okay, so let's look at pricing a room. So right now, to be honest, it's really difficult to, it's not difficult, it's competitive. So let's go to this website. So the website that I suggest you use is Spare Room. Okay, so spareroom.co.uk. And I was looking for Oxford. Okay, so I don't know why I chose Oxford, just randomly. And if you look at Oxford, these are rooms to rent. So these are the rooms available. There's 972 results. And then if you look at this, the rooms wanted, so people who are requesting rooms, there's like 594. So there are fewer people who are asking for a room than rooms available, which means that right now it's going to be difficult, more difficult than usual, to rent your room. So you might want to compete on price as well, but don't make it the cheapest one, because people associate price with quality sometimes. So let's just look at some rooms. So this is 630, this is 500. Wow, look at this. This is 500. And it looks pretty good. I'm not sure which area. I think that, don't know if they have a map. Show results on a map. Let's see if this works. So sometimes in the center, the more expensive. So depending on your area, you can kind of... Why are we in Kensington? This is Oxford, I think. Oh, look, you even have some statistics here. So up to 500 per calendar month, there's 224 rooms. And between 500 and 700, there's 485 rooms. So you can look at the area and see what is the average price of your area here. And you can also look at the graph, at the statistics here, to see how many rooms are there for each pricing. If your room is small and it doesn't have an ensuite, then I would suggest you to go for the lowest price. You can go for 500. It depends also on location. So the best way to do it is to look at your location. So how much is a room in your location and your size, and that's how you price it. Okay? And another thing that I would suggest you to do is to pay for the ad. So if you pay for the ad, you're going to be on the top searches, but you need to have the app on your phone, and every now and then you need to renew the app. I would suggest you to do that every 2 hours. If you do that every 2 hours, you're going to get many more requests than if you renew it every 2 or 3 days. So have the app on your phone and renew the ad every 2 or 3 hours, because when you renew the ad every 2 or 3 hours, it's going to pop to the top. And if you pay for the ad, it's also going to show on the top, but it also is going to allow people to contact you. Sometimes if you don't pay for the ad, the people who want to contact you, they might have to pay to get in touch. So there are a few things that you need to take into consideration. I hope this was helpful. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask. I'm not sure what else, if there's anything I've missed out. Yeah, but that's the most important. So pricing and making your room look nice. If you want, you can take a little video of the photo of the room, but on this website I've struggled to upload a video. I think if it's too long, or if the quality of the video is very high and it takes a lot of space, they're not allowing you to upload it here. So yeah, make the most out of the photos at least. And then once someone is contacting you, I would suggest you to send them a video. Maybe you want to upload it on YouTube. I've done that once. So upload it on YouTube, and then once they get in touch with you, you can send them the link before they come to view the room. In my experience, they never looked at the video and said, I don't like this house, so I'm not coming for viewing. So yeah. Also, what else is there to mention? Yes, if there are people who are posting that they're looking for a room, but to be honest, every time I tried to contact them to get in touch when they said they were looking in an area where I had some rooms available, they didn't reply. So I think as long as you do your renewal every 2 hours and they see on the top search, that's the best and the most efficient way of dealing with this, because if they're interested, they're going to contact you. If your room is what they're looking for, they're going to contact you. If not, they're just going to waste your time, and you're going to waste your time contacting everyone who is not going to be interested. Okay, so that's all. That's all for this section. I hope you found it helpful. This is one of the most important aspects, and now we're going to get into how to reference check these tenants, and how to do the inventory, and how to do everything else that you need to do once you found the tenant, and how to look at people and how to judge them as well. Okay, so let's go to the next section. Thank you for watching this until the end.